Hey friends, so welcome back to Off the Board. So what we are doing today is kind of fun. Some of the Off the Board creators were talking about how to make this month a little bit jazzy, and it was decided to use kind of like an opposite pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pin right here, which I should go ahead, just screenshot it. It's a spring type pin. So we have banners down on the bottom, a band design going this way, title up here, and photos. Awesome. Seems easy peasy enough to do, right? So I'm going to take that and use it for fall scrapbooking. So I have these two photos here. This is my youngest daughter and my husband, and they are out for a later fall walk with the boys. This is Mason, and that is Blue. And Blue's the little guy, Mason is 4. So we have this great park that, like, along the wetland, marshy areas, they have this huge, like, world's biggest decking pathway, and then they have regular paths and all that. So super awesome for that. And look at how pretty the sky is. So yeah, hubs and daughter for a walk with the boys. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to grab my kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. It is the December 2020 kit, and it's called Remarkable. And we have this paper here by Bell Bunny. I do dig it. It is called 12-inch olive double dot. And I think I'm going to use this for my background. It's a tone-on-tone, but it's variegated, so it's not as hard for me to use as if it were just a piece of cardstock. And I really, really like this Vicky Bouton paper. I mean, this is gorgeous, but I already use this side. I get 2 of each whenever I can with my Not Just for Boys Kit Club kits. I like to get 2 of the papers because I hate picking. They do a lot of wood grain. Anywho, so I like this with these mosaics. Now, our inspiration piece had a band design, so I'm thinking about detail cutting around these pieces for my band design. And I'm not sure if I'm going to separate my photos out or not. In the inspiration piece, they were not separated. See right there? So I might follow suit, and that would be easy. I just got to slap the trim right there. So I have that. I want these pieces to poke out so you can see the whole thing with all of these great colors. I mean, super great colors from Vicky Bouton. Ooh, and my daughter's wearing a blue hat. Not the same blue, but you get the same vibe. Or you get enough of the vibe. So I'm going to make sure that that piece is showing. Now, what other goodies do I have in here? This is super black. Ooh, but I kind of like this peachy color. It can bring in some of the peachy brush, so that might be cool. I try to start with my scraps first. I really do, because okay, let me back up. I like to use my scraps first. I know that I have all of these full-size sheets still, and they can be backgrounds, they can be whatever, but we start with scraps first to let them try to be part of their destiny. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to start with that. So I want to make sure that my scraps are, is that gorgeous. And this is the elf I have with this kit. It's called Decoupage. It's a Thickers set from 2020, and I don't know what collection this is from. I wonder if it goes with Vicky Bouton. I don't know. Love it. Love it. I also have some really great... Okay, so my daughter, this one, came in to ask me a question. She had to borrow my iPad, which was what my pin was on because she's recording a HIIT workout, I believe. Anywho, ooh, I know I haven't been using the navy pieces so far from this collection because I had some other things that I had going on. Oh, there's a little navy there. I kind of, Daydreamer doesn't work for this, but I do like the idea of invoking the navy colors. I hadn't been doing that with my last ones. I was using a lot of black. Never stop looking up. That's cute. But then again, I always like black, right? We've got a nice flower. Certainly was not florally. That same peachy pink color that's in there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we can concentrate on like the peachy pink and the navies. That would be fun. This is how it goes. When you love all of the things, you just want to use all of the things. What else do I have? I have a small amount of the sequins left. I did a really big shaker pocket out of that and had myself a time, but alas, it gets used up. Oh, I have this Noteworthy wood veneer. So that might be a thing I could bring in. Oh, you know what I also have? If I have that wood veneer, I have these. These are really cool. These were little prezzies. And that has my daughter's name on it. Look at how cool that would be because I would have the wood veneer going. Okay. I can bring that in. I'm sneaking from some of my a la carte stuff, but you know, why not? I have Joy, December, it wasn't December. New Beginnings, which is awesome for January. Okay, so I have those things. Oh, I have to make sure to use my little Santa thing. Okay, digressing. So let me trim out my photo, which we can just do that here. I have to trim my photos, which I decided we'll leave in the block, just like our inspiration piece, our pin. There we go. Done, and I don't have any white edges. That was a good print this time. And people always ask, I use a Canon selfie, and really the most part what I do is I don't auto-correct my images for the most part. I just boost up the saturation because I find with Canon selfie that the saturation seems to print a little bit dimmer. So I just pop it up like 12 to 15%. It gives me the look of how that day really was, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's still my explanation. Anywho, so I'm going to take myself a minute, because it will take myself a minute, to trim the top of this off, and then I want to detail cut out enough of this, starting with that blue piece. So it would be coming across here, and let's see, I want it to be prominent. So, and I think going down to this one. So that's going to take me a minute to do. Okay, I'm going to make myself a tee, cut that out, and I'll be back once I have my title. That piece, I want to mat this in something, and I really think we're going to mat it in this really great peachy pinky color. This paper is called Memoir, by the way. This one's called Mosaic. So I think I will mat it in that. That will please me to no end. Yeah, and then we'll get some of the other pieces in. All right, give me a minute. All right, so this is where I am so far. Instead of those banner pieces, I used 2 library cards and this big journaling piece from Vicky Boot. Now, I didn't want to waste the top of these library cards, so I went ahead and cut them off, and I have them up here for kind of an interesting layering bit. Now, I think my title will be Walkabout. And I have this word right here that reads Noteworthy. I like that. Now, here's the thing. I'm wondering if you can see this walkabout well enough where it is. I like it right here, or do I need to bring everything up here if that makes much of a difference? And these are not attached down. You know how chipboard isn't attached till you legit glue it down. So I like the idea of it saying, but I like the title being lower. So do we want to put gray? No. This is where we have to look at our supplies and see what we can bring in. Like, do I bring in more of this green? But that's so heavy. I did go ahead and mat my photo in the back side of this piece of paper, so I have some dots, so it'll be just a little tiny bit different. Now, the back side of this color has nothing to do with the layout. I wasn't going to bring in that plummy shade. Let's see what's on the back of this. The back of this, you know, I could do Walkabout on this. The reason being, I have the color in 2 places and I have it there. So why don't I see what kind of width? I need about, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and create a little box so that we can see the word Walkabout a little bit better. And let's see, how big do we need it? About yeah to nah, because you know, that's super great measuring, my yeah to yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop that there. I can put Walkabout. I'll have Noteworthy right on the top. Have to get a handy dandy glue to do so. You know, and I was thinking, you know how I have the word Ryan, which is around here somewhere? Ryan took off on me. Oh, right here. My husband and daughter are in this, and I do not have a wood Jeff. So I don't think I'm going to use that. We're going to see. I know I'll have plenty of layouts coming up with her on it. So we're going to make that big decision ever so soon. So what else do we have? I do have this really great stamp set. I like the word curious. Maybe I can, curious, genuine, and bold. Maybe I can stamp them on each of my pieces down there. That might be kind of cool. Like where you can read it but not read it because it's not going to be the main focus. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to be brave about it because who knows if that will stamp well. I need to bring up a bigger stamp block up here too. So let me get my stamps on. Let me get this piece down so I have something you can see more. I just literally love that paper so much. I want to stare at it. Anyway, Noteworthy will go right there. So it'll be Noteworthy Walkabout. And I'll be back in a jiffy. Again, just trying to keep you in the know. Alrighty, so let's catch up. I have my Walkabout on here and I went ahead and put Noteworthy here. Now our inspiration piece had the title up yonder, but for me, it just was not going to work. So we have our secondary block here. I was able to bring in those navy pieces we talked about. This one had a bunch of the phases of the moon, which is broad daylight. So I just have the navy being used. This is the other navy piece I put down here. Now these wood grain looking little pieces are on the back of the packaging that I had from this particular kit club. So I grabbed 3 out that worked for this, and that also brought in more of the wood grain, which I like. So that happened. I did stamp my 3 sentiments down here, or my 3 definitions, which I did like. That was fun. And they all stamped out so well. And I'd only used one of the stamps once, and they had a really crisp stamp, especially for somebody like me that's not super good at the whole stampy thing. So now what I'm going to do is look through my little mouse purse worth of enamel dots that I have from this same kit club. Kind of keep that stuff together. It's just what I do. And let's go ahead and use a few of these pieces. Now this particular one I was trying to use up, so I kind of went after that one pretty quickly to use up the navy, because we had navy being one of our strong pieces. Turns out to be navy in this kind of peachy color. So I guess over here is another little cluster. So 1, 2, 3. These are right above each other, which is a little hard for me. So maybe I'll make the clustery stuff over here to bring your eye over there more. Let's see. I doubt I have any of that peachy color in this because it's a really masculine kit club. Let's see. Do we have brown? Next we go to brown. I have black, but I wasn't really bringing black into this all that much. I mean, I have some of it in my ink, but all right. So next, there is a fair amount of kind of this yellow vibe in the paper, so we can do that. Let me use a larger yellow dot. I mean, I'm not like grabbing that as like a major element, but I will definitely work with it for what I have. So I have that, and looks like I have to use some more yellow. Those are not prominent, but it's working. What else do we have that we can use? I wonder, see, this blue wasn't really in play. The yellow did work. I wish I had some of the brown. I have a ton of sequins from this kit too. Oh, but let's go ahead and use this. Should I use white or this? Maybe this more of this off-white. So this set of enamel dots is a Christmas one. It's from A Cozy Christmas by Echo Park. But does it matter that these are Christmas enamel dots? I'm going to go with the no. Just matters that they're enamel dots. And I do not tend to get too precious about where I place them. I just like them in sets of 3s, and it makes me ever so happy. There we go. So enamel dots on. I feel like this is too, like it's too plain. So let me see if I have a navy mist. I'll come back, we'll do splatty bits and wrap it up. All right, so let me go ahead and shake up this mist, which I haven't used in about 3,000 years. But this will let me bring in some more of that navy that I was highlighting a little bit. And yes, I know my daughter's hat is not navy, but we are just rolling through with the embellishments that we have. You know what I'm saying? We like to use the things. So let me do it pretty heavy down here as well. And now this right now is super dark navy, but it dries in a really gorgeous metallic-y kind of vibe. So it will look awesome. And then the last little cluster is kind of up here. And let me bring a little bit around my title as well so it can feel included. I just realized I might have been leaning over just now, so sorry if you saw my hair. Alrighty, so let me show you what we have going here. So that mucked up my background just a little bit. Now you see right here where it's starting to dry, it's this beautiful metallic finish, but y'all know how gorgeous Heidi Swapp Color Shine is, and navy is probably, by Heidi Swapp, the Color Shine line, probably my second favorite color. I always love Gold Mist, but the navy, oh, I wish that I had a Color Shine in black. Do you guys know if there's ever a black Color Shine? I need a black. Okay, it's a question. I need a really good black mist. Anywho, this is my layout. I will leave links down below for the other creators in this hop, and you can see what they are up to. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below as well, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Usually when I'm slurping down a cup of coffee in the morning is when I answer questions, comments, all that kind of stuff. So I'm just cleaning up as I talk to you. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I have no idea. Okay, that's it for today, friends. Bye-bye.